The biggest trade opportunity in the first quarter of 2022. John Kicklighter, short USDJPY and Nasdaq 100 Dow Ratio on the Same Risk Reprieve, top trade Q1 2022. Looking into the opening quarter of 2022, there seems a high threshold for exuberance. The Australian dollar has struggled to make good on its pivot away from dovish policy extremes at the RBA, its home central bank. Short pound sterling to Japanese yen on pandemic pessimism and UK political risk. Top trade Q1 2022. The Federal Reserve made one thing abundantly clear at the end of its December meeting. The U.S. economy is moving toward tighter monetary policy amid upside inflation risks and improving labor market conditions. Lithium to see strong start to year on supply deficit. Top trade Q1 2022. The South African rand is one of the top performing EM currencies versus the dollar for 2021, but risks mount as central banks gear up to rein in stimulus and push hike rates.